video. So one of the questions I had on my Ask Me Anything kind of video was, what do I do for nutrition on especially longer rides? So got some stuff laid out, and I'll kind of show you what I do. So all right, so yeah, obviously the bike, I have a cage on all my bikes. So I'll do water bottle in the cage. Obviously, I really like these CamelBak podiums. This one is pretty old and beat up, but it works well. It fits 710 mils of water, and then I'll also have a spare one on my pack. So I like the hip pack. It works really good. I've got this Evoke one. It came with a 1.5 liter bottle or bladder, but I'm not really a fan of the bladder with the tube and because then I feel like you're always kind of chasing a plasticky kind of taste too sometimes. And once I got caught out, and it was my water was horrible tasting. So I'm do you know what? If I just stick with bottles, then we're good. So I can fit 3 of these in. I'm trying to video and look at the same time. So I can fit 3 of these 500 ml bottles in here. Up to 3, and then 1 of these guys on the side, and then 1 on the bike. So that is, I think 3.5 liters or something like that. So yeah, just around 3, but it seems to be enough water for me. The big thing I find with water, especially if you're going on a big ride, pre-hydrate. Drink a ton before you actually get there. It's free water because you don't have to carry it. So I try to drink as much as I can, especially if I'm expecting a big ride or a really, really hot day. Yeah, then as far as food goes, I always have a little Ziploc of trail mix. I'll poach some of the kids' candies. Yeah, gummies, that stuff is awesome. Just pure sugar. And if you're starting to bonk and stuff like that, I'll crush a bunch of those. And then just my regular tools. So tire levers, spare tube, pump, multi-tool, and then this is bear spray. So when I go to the mountains, I have there's a little holster on here, so I can strap this onto my hip pack as well. Yeah, so then I'm covered for bear spray, and I got all my water, got all my gear, everything's all good. Yeah, and if I'm not expecting such a hot ride, if it's this time of year, if it's fall, I'll just pack maybe a couple spare waters and then the 2 bottles, and that's plenty for me for a 3 to 4 hour kind of pedal. Yeah, anything under, let's say 2 hours in in the hot summer, if I'm doing 2 hours, I'll bring 2 water bottles, 2 of these podiums. And then if I'm expecting a longer ride, I'll start packing those little plastic guys. Yeah, but anything 2 hours and under, basically, I'll just pack 1 water bottle. That seems to be enough. And yeah, that works. So I do have a CamelBak as well. The CamelBak's all right, but I do having the free, having your back nice and open. And then I also have a bigger backpack I wear for when I'm riding into work, because I got to pack a lunch and all that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of it as far as nutrition goes and all that. I think the big thing is just prepping, getting those carbs in before you go for a ride, drinking lots of water, kind of prepping for your bike ride is I found is kind of key. If you show up for a hot ride and you're thirsty to start, you're going to crush your water and you're going to be in trouble. So, and cramping and everything else. So, yeah, I have tried some of those gels and stuff like that. They seem to work, but I think the big thing is just if you can set yourself up for success, that's going to make a bigger difference overall than just, than these little packets of goo that give you electrolyte and stuff like that. And then after the ride, once I'm all packed up, that's when I'll go hit up a gas station, grab a Gatorade, sip on that during the drive home or when I get home, and then you know, have some more water and kind of recuperate from there. But yeah, I hope that answers the questions. Yeah, I think that's basically it in a nutshell. And I'll go do a little gear, like a gear review as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you have any other questions about anything else, any stuff that I've tried, you let me know. All right, guys, so that's kind of my gear video, or not gear, but nutrition and water and all that stuff. Just riding into work now, so I thought I'd do just add a little bit of riding for this one, just because I chatted quite a bit before the actual ride. So yeah, I hope that answers some questions. I hope it helps. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's what I do. Not saying it's the be all end all, but it works for me. So yeah, the big thing is that pre-hydration. That's a big one. Just kind of making sure you're not starting your ride thirsty. If you do that, and if it's hot out, you're kind of in trouble. So yeah, got a nice fresh morning, 3 degrees, and we are gonna head down Uval as I kind of head into work today, this morning. Looks like, I don't know, got some clouds, almost the sun's peeking out, but I know we're a little bit early for that. Alrighty. Trying a little less pressure on the hardtail than I normally do. Just messing around. I feel like I had it dialed in pretty good, but sometimes it's nice just to revisit. I feel like I've actually got more grip. This corner here, always trying to keep that left line alive by using it. And we'll scoot down here. Not the fastest way down Uval, but more fun, I think. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. What do we got for time? Alright, let's go this way. I think it's just going to be a straight shot into work today. Not enough time to really bomb up or down anything, so but we'll take a little bit of the longer way and do some single track on the way over. Yeah, nice day. The one thing with weather, as it gets colder, I always find it's easier to keep riding, because when you get that cold snap of, you go from like, you know, nice and warm and maybe like pants and t-shirt weather to you know, you take a few weeks off of the bike this time of year, and next thing you know, it's like, you know, minus 10 or 20 Celsius. It's quite the eye-opener. You kind of get used to the weather as it slowly dips down into the negatives. So yeah, even if it's just some short rides, it just gets you outside, gets you used to it. And then when you do get those super cold rides, it's not so bad. I kind of like this pressure. I've got 19 up front and 21 in the rear right now. Yeah, all right, so that is about it with the single track. I'm gonna climb up some single track, but yeah, I think that's the end of this video anyways. I'm gonna mosey into work, and yeah, I think that's about it. Let's go this way. I gotta cross roof up here, but okay. Anyways, you guys take care. Thanks for watching, and like I said, any questions, let me know. Cheers.